got that come now voice that makes me weak. And if I asked you to, you would drop everything for me. What's up? The moon is. Do you remember what the room is?
Hey my loves, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about parting system for locks. Now this video is highly requested because a lot of people want to know in depth about how it works and why, so that they can really make the best decisions for their self in their lock journey. So I'm going to just break it down for you guys and let you guys know 4 different parting systems that you can start your locks out with, and you choose on what's best for you. What a parting system is how you section off your hair when you are starting your lock journey, and that's both with the size and the shape of how you start your lock. So if you part your hair in a square, or if you part your hair in a triangle, or you part your hair in a circular type of parting, if you part your hair in a diamond, it all plays a part in how you start. So I'm just going to go in depth of each and every one. I'm just going to talk about 4 today. Freestyle parting system. This is when you're just grabbing sections of your hair and going with the flow. So it's not necessarily perfect partings per se. It's just you're grabbing and going, and a lot of your locks will not be the same sizes. So if that's what you want to go for, a lot of people who do freestyle parting system want a free form type of look, but not necessarily free forming. They don't want a free form, but they want an organic per se type of look. So freestyle parting system will be best for you if you want that type of look. You just want to keep in mind that when you are starting your hair, or if you're grabbing and going, you're consistent on the shape of how you're grabbing and going. You're not just making different shapes all over your head, unless that's what you want to go for. There's not really any error in this type of system because you're doing it on how you want your locks to look. You're picking the sections. You're not really combing or parting or carving out a particular shape. You just want to be consistent on the shapes of your parting. So if it's some of them are going to be big, some of them are going to be smaller than some. It might be all thick, but they're not going to be all the exact same sizes. So if you want to go for a freeform type of look, but not necessarily freeform full out, then this parting system will be best for you. So the next parting system is brick or grid system, and a lot of people will start with this particular system. It's basically when you part your hair with a comb in sections that look like a square or a box or a brick, hence the name. If you are concerned about scalp coverage, then you probably would not want to start with grid if you're concerned with scalp coverage. And what I mean by scalp coverage is that when you do start your locks and you start with grid sectionings, then it's possible that your locks will be further apart from each other than if you start with a different method. And I will talk about the different ones later on in the video. With grid parting system, you want to be consistent with the size that you choose. So if you want small locks, medium locks, large locks, then you just have a grid or a box. You're basically forming that with a comb and being precise throughout your head with that particular shape. A really great way to start this grid system or this grid parting system is to start at the nape of your neck and work your way up, and you're sectioning off each row, making sure that each size and parting is the exact same or somewhat similar or close enough to what you want. I started my locks with the fan parting system, and basically what the fan parting system is a system that looks like scales, because it's not in a form of a box or a triangle or anything like that. It's actually like more circular than anything else. There's absolutely no straight lines like how it will look if you started with a grid system. So the scalp coverage in this system you don't really see any scalp at all. And that was one of my concerns when I started my lock journey, because I didn't want my locks to be spread apart, or I wanted it to be close together so it's not like completely like spacious and like kind of empty looking. And I wanted to have a thick appearance. Each row in this system will fall between the one beneath it as well. But the way that it will fall, it will kind of like, their lock will like overlap, so you wouldn't really see your scalp in a sense. Of course, when you do start out your lock journey, you're gonna see just all scalp because you're just starting out, you're fresh in the journey. When your hair actually starts to form a lock, that's when you will really see that your scalp is not exposed or is not shown too much. So since this is how I started my locks, I do want to say that my locks were not the same sizes. So when I went to my hairdresser and she started my locks, she actually just kind of like, I don't want to say freestyle, but it was more so like freestyle / fan sectioning, because all my locks are not the same. You can see it when I will definitely show a picture. I will show a picture how my hair looked when I first started my locks. Some hairstylists will start your hair off using the grid parting system as like a default if you're not really sure on how you want to start. So you just want to make sure that you know what parting system you want to start off by using. So the triangle parting system is basically you're sectioning your hair off, doing triangles. So you're using your comb and just carving triangles throughout your hair, starting from the nape of your neck. With this section, you generally have a better scalp coverage than with the brick method or the grid method. If that's also your concern, I'm gonna keep saying it for each method because some people, this is like a major thing for them. People start their locks out by using the diamond shape parting system. And that's basically just, you know, parting your hair in diamond shapes. And it's very similar to the triangle. It's just basically you're doing a diamond instead of a half of a diamond per se. So that's also popular nowadays. So it's very similar. A lot of people will end up cutting their locks after 2 or 3 years in their lock journey because they don't like the way that their hair turned out. And a part of that reason is because the parting system. So however you start is what you will get. So you want to make sure that you're starting the way that you want and what's best for you. One thing that I want to add is your journey is your very own. So if you start your hair out exactly like mine, the same parting system and everything, please do not expect your locks are supposed to look exactly like mine. My hair is different from yours. I have a different texture throughout my head, and it's not going to be the same as yours. So some people might have really, really thick hair. Some people might have thin and thick hair. Some people might have thin hair. So it just all depends on your hair, your texture, your everything. So your journey is your very own, so own it and be unique. So to wrap this video up, I just wanted to, you know, share that information with you guys. Hopefully it helped somebody out there, and I just want to let you know that your journey is your very own, so you better own it all the way. So thank you guys so much for watching. I highly appreciate you for watching and, you know, listening to me and, you know, doing the do. And I will see you in my next video.
As long as I lay it down, long as I lay it,